Okay, we're looking at parallel and perpendicular lines. Now, we're going to be using this y equals mx plus c. Now, remember the m is the gradient, alright, and the c is the y-intercept. You've seen all of that before. Okay, so that's that bit there, and that's that bit there. I've tried to do them in the same colours. So, it says find a line which is parallel to y equals 2x minus 5. Now, if it's parallel, it means it's got to have the same gradient, it's got the same slope. So if it's got the same slope, it will never meet, like train tracks or whatever you want to think of. So our final answer is going to be y equals 2x. Okay, so that would give you one. It would be a 2-mark question. That would give you 1 mark. Right, now it's got to pass through the point 0, 3. Now the y-intercept is where the x-coordinate is 0. So actually with this one, I've just got that. Alright, so just remember y equals mx plus c is the gradient. That's fairly straightforward, but the y-intercept is where the x-coordinate is 0. Now then, second one's a little bit tougher. It says find the equation of a line perpendicular to the line between that and that, passing through its midpoint. So first of all, I'm going to find the midpoint. So midpoint is going to be, now I think the nicest way of doing this is to add up the coordinates. So we've got 2 minus 2 plus 2, add and halve it, and we've got minus 1 plus plus 9 and halve it. So the midpoint is going to be a 0. What's that? 8, 4. Okay, so there you go. Now we've then got to find the gradient between those 2 points. So the gradient between those points was difference in y, which is 10, okay, over the difference in x, which is 4, so 5 over 2. Okay, or 2, 2.5. I'm going to leave it as 5 over 2 for a good reason, because the perpendicular, when you're finding a perpendicular line, the gradients need to multiply to make minus 1. So basically what that means is take the reciprocal of the gradient you've got and change the sign. So here we go. So we're going to say it's minus, because this is plus here. This is positive, so we're going to have minus. We're just going to turn that upside down. Now 0, 4 is the y-intercept again. Oops, sorry, I've forgotten an x, haven't I? Minus 2/5 of x. Right, and then it crosses at 4. So there you go. Now you can simplify that in a few ways. You could multiply through by 5, so you get 5y equals minus 2x plus 20 if you like. But you don't have to. Alright, so just remember, with parallel lines you've got equal gradients. With perpendicular lines, the 2 gradients multiply to make minus 1, which means that you turn them upside down, find the reciprocal, and change the sign.